Good evening. I thought it might be useful to make a short summary of my vids because most of it are in German, except one now, which is about a dog which I go walking. It's probably not the main content of my channel. So I make short introduction of my channel, and I will probably from now on also do some of the videos in English. Naturally, the German, which is my language by birth, is German, which is my language birth, is better for me, but English naturally is also very widely used, so it might be of use. The aim of this channel is twofold. First of all, I was a long time teacher, mainly in home lessons in chemistry, physics and math in a lower part. The people I teached were mostly doing the last examinations before leaving school, which means after the 12th year. It's in American probably the college level, and some of the stuff I did was in the entrance level of the university. I also did a whole lot of scientific work, which mainly consists of work which can be described as theoretical physical chemistry or theoretical solid state physics. So this is one of the aims, is to show some of the exercises I taught to these people, which I think are especially enlightening and lead to somewhere. I also found out that the curricula of school I was teaching is dropping to a much lower level, and it also, most of the exercises are cleaned up by means of political collect political meanings as they told, which is some kind of fascistic mind control. And secondly, this channel also presents some of the arguments which show that we are currently faced with two of the major scandals in science, which is naturally correlated to the corona and the climate mongering of some of the people. And this is one of the biggest science scandals I ever have seen. Naturally, you can the witch hunt in the medial range could also point up, which is probably comparable. At least currently we are not faced of death sentences, but this will come on. So I would say we have to face one important point, which I always show, is that the physics definitively say that there is no climate change due to carbon dioxide. This was pointed out by many Germans, mainly by Gerlich and Zeusner, which did a very unfriendly paper in 2009. And it was repeated by many other scientists. I found out, interestingly, that this is even worse. The climate, as it is defined by the climate mongers, is mathematically wrong. So the climate, you could say, does not exist. Naturally, there exists some form of climate as it is used by geographic scientists, but this is another form of climate, as you see in daily newspaper. That the later one is non-existent and mathematically wrong. Mathematically ill-defined. I have looked at, since I was a long-time teacher, I thought I would look at all the fields which are taught in school, including religion, and all fields including religion, are against the climate narrative. In religion, just to say about our Savior, Jesus Christ, was born in one of times where the climate, so mean the the temperature of the world was higher than today. So he had made the Augustan warm age, as it's called. Later was another warm age in the medieval time, and so on. I have written letters to one of my decan, which is neglected. I have written letters to the media, mainly to Professor Lesch, which is neglected, and I have read these letters for documentation in this channel. Interestingly enough, our current government, which belongs on some experts, which are not experts, do some absolutely ridiculous, mathematically wrong statements, and can be easily seen and easily shown. This is always a good point which I can bring into my channel, which show these mathematically wrong statements. For example, the binomial theorem is ignored by the climate mongerers, and the Bayesian theorem is ignored by the corona mongerers. So that is interesting to see. Okay, that's for now. I hope this was enlightening for you, and probably you try to see one or two of my German videos, and well, German has a good point for scientific work. The language we use in German is really good in stating the hard fact of science. That is really one of the good points. And don't forget that German was the language of science till this Austrian dictator, I just forget his name, but he had a very strange speech. Sometimes this one had thrown out most science out of Germany, and this was the reason why science is now done in English. Probably that's not the best thing for science in that sense. Oh yes, not the best thing in science, yes. One of the points I come to is that the English journal Nature and the American journal Science are not good things. Please don't consider them. Okay, that's it. Bye.